Welcome back to Love, Lies, and Lace Fronts, where we do reactions, reviews, and commentary on the YouTube channels you love to watch. Guys, are you subscribed to this channel? If you're not, you need to be. Hit your notification bell so you can be notified when I upload a video, when I go live, and drop another video for you. Also, follow me on Instagram. That way you can keep up with what I'm doing, okay? If you enjoy channels like this and commentary, consider becoming a member. Otherwise, guys, BougieGang Gang, it's an open thing. Make sure that you are subscribed to this channel so you can participate in the chats. And I will see you next time I hit that live button. Okay? Take care. Bye. Hey guys, how are you?
You could be doing a post of being on my page, bitch, cause I ain't got nothing for you nothing ass bitches.
Hey y'all, good morning. How are you? There's always okay. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Guys, to keep myself out of trouble, I'm just going to say good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing? Good morning. Ditto to every single body up in this chat, because if I say hi to one, it's not possible for me to say hi to all. And there's people out here that just don't seem to understand that. So to keep myself out of the you ignored me category, I'm just going to say good morning, everyone. And feel free to talk amongst yourselves. Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing? I'm just reading random comments, guys. So random means there's no particular order and all will not be read. Okay. I just want to make sure everybody understands. Good morning. Good morning. So we are listening on our way to work. This has become like a morning drive, huh? Listening on my ride to work, listening at work. Good morning. I hope that this makes everyone's day just a little better. Guys, I'm just going to jump right into anyway, because we got to make the most out of time. So good morning, all of you beautiful Bougie Gang, gang. I really appreciate you guys waking up and, clicking into your phones or on your computers. Let me tell you something. Okay, so this is the deal. Number one, what I'm going to say is this. If you are not following Zolo, I know everybody probably does not have the energy nor the stamina to even want to, because he is marathon. When he gets in his zone of wanting to be live and all that kind of stuff, girl, I think he was live all last night, and I was not listening all last night. I was listening probably somewhere about right now, if you go, there's 3 or 4 lives, somewhere 9, like somewhere towards 11, right? There's 3 lives. One is like an hour, another one's an hour. I think, yeah, so like 3 hours of live. So 7 hours ago, okay, so 6 hours ago an hour, 5 hours ago an hour almost, and then 4 hours ago 15 minutes. So I mean, through the night. And I don't know if he has to, I don't know what his schedule is, and it's none of my business. But anyway, what I'm gonna say is this. I had been watching, let me see, 7 hours ago where it was an hour. So he did about 4 hours last night, and he dropped some tea. Okay. Also, I had a special, a special guest. I had a special guest in my inbox who dropped me off some tea. Okay. Um, Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. If you are just coming in, good morning. Good morning. We're trying something new today. We are trying to not hurt anyone's feelings because LX3 is a bitch. Okay. I'm such a bitch. Okay. I ignore people. I'm so rude and I'm so mean. But I'm dropping off this tea, so none of which require pleasantries, manners, nor extra BS. So, and the 3 people who just jumped off the live, bye bye. And then welcome back. Okay. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm being a bit snarky this morning. It's Wednesday, so I've had a little extra sleep from the weekend, and I'm not tired. And good morning. Okay, guys. All right, let's just jump right in because I know you guys want to hear the tea, and I also want to jump into Jasmine's video really quick. And time is of the essence. Okay, so I hope that you all feel welcome. I hope that you have your breakfast, your coffee, your snack, whatever it is that makes you happy this morning. And that's it. Okay. So, all right. So last night, I got a couple of, so this is all allegedly. Okay. Let's just roll all the way back to the evening. Olivia goes live. Okay. And Olivia is telling us a story. Okay. Regarding Zolo Band's baby mother, and then how she reached out to her on Facebook, or she had been looking for her. Somehow, miraculously, this woman reaches out to her. Why Olivia? See, this is part of the problem. Olivia thinks that she's so important that a woman with 4 kids, a newborn, is looking for her, the insignificant girlfriend that has been broken up with 4 and 5 times, and really matters and needs to commiserate with her in the I Hate Zolo fan club. So I'm like, seriously? Look, allegedly, Erica, this is the deal. So what, so based on what Zolo said and based on what this person in my inbox told me, is that when Zolo was with this woman, they had the baby, obviously, end of January. They were together into February. And Zolo basically did talk about the relationship with this woman and what was going on with her and Child Protective Services anyway. So he, as the father, dropped a lot of tea last night in his live. If you go over there, it's the one Zolo with the smoke, tune in. Which he did announce that he is starting another YouTube channel where he's going to be doing reactions, guys. He's going to be doing reactions, Zolo with the smoke, okay? But he gave his version of the last few months with this woman, and he was like, if Liv talked to her, if she didn't talk to her, I mean, at the end of the day, in his opinion, these two are birds of the same feather, right? Or cut from the same cloth. He doesn't seem to have any love for this woman, and he said he took the heat for this woman, and sounds like, from what Zolo said, was that she had been in situations off and on anyway. I don't want to say too much because number one, this is just the kind of stuff that is not YouTube friendly, but I would encourage you, if it's something that you're interested in, I'm sure somebody's going to be playing it on the replay, but there is about 4 to 5 hours of talking that it broken up into about 4 videos that I don't know that anyone is going to have the stamina nor the desire to completely replay. And I think that with some of these videos, just my opinion, 8, 10, 20 minutes just is not enough. Sometimes you have to hear the full and complete context, but at the end of the day, I don't know that he even believes that she spoke with the baby mom, because why is she going to reach out to you? The person that reached out to me seemed to mention that at the time that Olivia got with Zolo, when she met Zolo, Zolo was on the tail end of breaking up with this woman. So in theory, Olivia was some sort of, I mean, if you want to use the terminology side chick, I don't know what Zolo would say about that, if that was his side chick or not. Not all the way. Obviously, they lived together and they were in a relationship. But, you know, Zolo is the type that keeps or seems to keep a bird in the hand and 2 in the bush, right? Where he's going from one relationship to the next relationship. And from what he said, when he broke up with the one, he had segued, I guess, over to his adopted mom's house, which probably was low-key Olivia's house, spending nights, allegedly, and maybe eventually bringing his bag, right? So these two have been, you know, official long, or not official, but they've been seeing each other prior to May, and quite possibly was the bridge or one of the bridge women that he was involved with. Because I mean, look, these two are not shy about saying, I'm already talking to somebody. Olivia, the guy left less than a week ago, official, maybe, and she's already said she's been talking to somebody who she went out on a date with. I mean, Olivia is not waiting on anybody, okay? And clearly neither is he. He said he was yesterday he put his sweetie on the phone, right? I don't know if any of you guys are following on Instagram, but I don't know if you can say jump off me and 4. I mean, is everybody a jump off? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a segue. I mean, he eventually ended up living with her, so I don't know if she was a jump off or not, and I don't know what classifies a jump off. We can call it whatever it is, but I think he was still with the baby mom at the time that he and Olivia met and started to get to know each other. Eventually, he moved out, so I don't know if they were sleeping with each other. I don't know what constitutes a jump off to side chick to boo thang. But when he left old girl, I think he left and went straight to Olivia. So I'm only saying that to say this. Why in the world would this woman be calling Olivia? For what? What's the point? Like, to commiserate on a man she already knows and already has a baby with? To be like, oh, you like, does Olivia think that everybody is from the school of immaturity? Everybody's not that immature. This woman knows how, I mean, what does she have to call Olivia for? Not to mention, if everything is as Olivia says it is, why would this woman put herself in further danger if Zolo is that dangerous for the likes of her? Why Olivia, if he is that dangerous, why would you be on the phone with this woman? Why would you be in Instagram? Why would you be messaging back and forth? Why is it that you don't trust what you think you already know about somebody that you're not feeling anymore? Why do you need to hear from someone official who's been through it and has a kid with him? Like, why? What's the point? But Olivia needs content, and Olivia needs something to talk about. So it's quite possible that Olivia made up the whole thing about talking to his baby mom, because if he completely cut her off, what magic clues and information do you have other than maybe going through his phone, finding her information, And what makes us think that this woman even is interested in getting back with her when your man left you for this woman? Which sounds like he was happy to have her gone anyway, based on what he said. I mean, Zolo said, this is what he said in the video. Which video is this? Hold on. This is some real deep shit, guys. Just so you know, this is not, you know, this is not for play, okay? Hold on. So in the video, okay, tune in Zolo with the smoke. This is the one that's 6 hours ago. He's in the dark. It's only got 143 views, so I'm sure a lot of people have not really even watched this yet. I don't know if anyone has even posted any of this, but it's about an hour long. And he talks about what happened one of the nights before they broke up, when it started getting really bad with these two. We all heard about the set of knives that she was gifted as a housewarming present, and what she thought was appropriate to do with these knives. Okay. So he's talking about, I would say about halfway in, he's talking about a situation that happened with a very colorful knife from that housewarming gift that she received from a reactor, who I'm sure only intended her to cut up salads and use to make nutritious dinners, but hijinks, and clearly she is not clear on what to do with household utensils. I'm going to just ask very nicely, good morning, happy Wednesday, everyone coming in, anyone in the bushes. Go ahead, hit that like button, okay? If you are watching this chat, listening to this tea be dropped, go ahead, hit the like button so the energy is reciprocated for me to drop this tea, because I listened and watched most of this shit, so you don't have to. I found the money Big Funky was flashing on. Oh, Jesus. The real Black Butterfly is reporting from the streets that she found the money that Olivia is flashing around on Amazon for $8.99. Okay. This is the same person who lied about a GED. This is the same person who lied about purchasing a home. Good morning, sipping tea with TJ. Good morning, guys. I am not trying to hurt nobody. Yesterday, I left a bad taste in someone's mouth because I did not give them a individual hello at a time when hundreds of people were watching this live. So I just said, you know what, I'm gonna try something different today. I'm gonna see how it goes. Because I don't want to hurt nobody. And people are in their feelings at the petty gossip broadcast early in the morning. And in order to not have people be in their feelings, I'm just going to give a blanket and warm, delicious, hot cup of coffee size. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning, ladies. Hey, Bougie Gang. What's going on? What's going on, guys? What's going on? Okay. Y'all, is this how we feel this morning? 52 likes. Right. Run my home and my channel. Okay. My channel. All right. I mean, I do enjoy, look, one monkey don't stop no show over here. Okay. This is a total and complete situation that is under my control. I'm being super snarky. And if that person is still listening, I'm kind of gently trying to encourage them to not. Okay. Because I don't need that type of energy and mojo in the mist. Okay. But considering that is the watch time that pays, they can watch if they want to, but you know what I'm saying? Like, don't, like, at the end of the day, if me not rolling out the red carpet left a bad taste in your mouth, you had a bad taste in your mouth anyway. And to cure the bad taste in your mouth, what I would suggest is brushing your teeth. Okay. She brought a whole cake to celebrate in the GED video, balloons, everything. Yeah, it was a whole scene. You like the roll call. People need to grow up. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. And we'll get back to that tomorrow. Today is just a lot of lots of tea. So Zolo and his baby mom were still together at the time that he met Liv. Doesn't mean they slept together. I don't have all of those details, but apparently, we get stuck on that 5-2 date because that's the day that they made official. But it's quite possible. Like, look at it this way: if you are to believe that in the intro, where she picks up the phone and there's a guy and that's Zolo, that was February. Okay. That was February. I played that video for you guys before, where I got that audio from, where she was on her way on the highway, driving far that night, not the night where she met the guy and had literally just met him. There's two different nights where I think some people are thinking could be the Zolo night. Where I got the audio from is February. Okay. There was a night in April where she was getting dressed and going out and met somebody and was like, he's skinnier than I thought. That I don't think that was him. That person was driving a Mercedes, if you remember. That was right before Phoenix. Let's keep in mind, too, in me saying all of this, Olivia clearly is someone that when she has her cell phone in her hand, she's one of these type of women that men really do want to have all of your information, because she seems to be so sneaky with it and seems to have a lot of people on her roll call. Okay. But Zolo's not innocent in this either, because we know that he had some birds in the bush too. Okay. It's just really interesting how people can complain about not having love or not having a good relationship or not being able to trust someone when you are not trustworthy yourself. All of us on here at this moment and listening in the future who are involved in good relationships, you've all had to take a chance and say, you know what? I'm going to take a chance and risk getting my feelings hurt to be loyal and focused on one person and in a relationship with one individual. That's what it takes. If you are going to have the energy of keeping all kinds of irons in the fire and however many euphemisms that I can pick to make sure that you got a soft place to land, if in fact you have made the wrong choice or someone else feels that they made the wrong choice, you are never going to find love and happiness. If you are secret low-key texting, the reason why people don't have any qualms or don't need passwords and everybody's information is because if you can be trusted, I think that you operate in the realm of trust. And anyone out here, if you are low-key checking on your mate, you don't trust them. And I'm just going to say that wholeheartedly. Because at the end of the day, I think most people who are in trusting relationships, sometimes when something does happen and someone is untrue to you, someone is dishonest, someone does something, most people who are shocked is because they were operating in the realm of trust and that person just didn't deserve it. But that doesn't mean that you have to always be looking. Okay. Because that's no way to live. It's no way to live, and it's no way to have an absolutely happy relationship. So take it how you want. Is ignorance bliss? Absolutely not. Trust is bliss. Fidelity is bliss. Knowing that you have somebody who is doing what they say they're going to do and that you can trust their word and that they love you unconditionally and that you can trust in that, and you don't have to treat them like a 5-year-old. But back to these two. These two had all passwords, all everything. That's why Olivia was able to really mess his channel up by deleting some of his music and locking him out of his account at a certain point. These two can't be trusted because they're not to be trusted. At the end of the day, Olivia is clearly always talking to someone. All right. We know this because if in fact she was talking to Zolo, and that is Zolo on my intro, I got that audio in February. Okay, that voice comes from February. I played that for you guys one day, some months ago. I can't remember when. You just have to go back in the crates and find it. One day, maybe this week or something, I'll play it again, the actual video, so you can see where that came from. But she was on that long ass highway on a long ass drive going somewhere, possibly to the halfway house that or maybe to Zolo's mom's house, because remember she talked about meeting her and, well, his adopted mother early on, but I don't think we've really heard much about her or of her since these two had really been together. But she did articulate some things about meeting her and she really liked her and blah, 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 blah. Thank you, Camo and Bose. Camo and Bose has had a statement. I appreciate that. Look, everybody in the chat cannot be a mod. And I appreciate you having a realistic expectation of that. Maybe it's my fault modding too many people in the past, which I mean, gosh, maybe I had upwards of, I don't even know. I never really sat and counted, but 30 something. It seemed to be a lot. I was scrolling a bit. But it's certainly not as big as the people in the holding tank, right? But I appreciate that, because everyone is not, if you want to be in some sort of a color, the join button is right down below. It's as little as $1.99. Bougie Gang Gang all day chat. And that's, you know what I'm saying? Like wrenches, who knows who's going to have a wrench next. Okay. At the end of the day, thank you for bringing that up. Thank you for providing your statement on that. It is, you know what I mean? Like, I appreciate all of you in here. All of you in here at this moment chatting are subscribers. If you are sitting in the bushes, you might be a member, you might be a subscriber, you might just be watching. And I thank you. I thank you so, so much. Okay. And I welcome you with open arms. And I certainly do appreciate it. But if you are worried about, if anyone, including someone, is worried about anything, understand that it's a two-way street and we do have control over certain aspects. Hit that join button if you want to be in color. Hit that join button. Lilio, bonjour. Lolo, bonjour, et Joseph, all of my, everyone, Bougie Gang, bonjour, bonjour, buenos dias, good morning, guys. Good morning to everyone. And I am so happy that you are here. Guys, yesterday, Zolo was spilling his tea regarding Olivia. Olivia was playing around with that housewarming utensil gift of a variety, of a colorful variety, and he had to basically like say, I'm not with this dumb like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? He talked about something called a baker. Okay. He talked about his experience with a baker situation where he said he was tranquilized, not recently, but in his past. He's, you know, he said he was never in what may be called as like a straight jacket, something with some buckles, but he's been in a bed with some buckles. And he said that there was a day that he was with Olivia that he was literally going to call the popos, and exactly what Erica is saying in the chat at timestamp 742. Okay. That's exactly what he said he was concerned about. And that's not alleged. That's what he said in his video. Okay. If you go to the video where he is walking around in the dark for approximately about an hour towards, I would say, jump in towards the middle and go on all the way to the end, where he starts to do a reaction on a reaction he had started earlier in the day. And he starts to talk about a situation where someone was demonstrating themselves to be extremely unstable and he was concerned because this person had just sent a text allegedly to their husband, their estranged husband. Good morning to everyone coming in. Good morning. Good morning. I see all of the beautiful emojis in the chat. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's possible, just me. It's possible. I'm not sure, but it sounds like it was an extremely volatile situation. I think basically what happened is I guess to your point, the trigger, I think, look, I would be mortified if I was dating someone and they saw fit to reach out to my ex, as Olivia would say, my ex. What right do you have to reach into my past? I mean, YouTube Streets does it all the time, but we're not going to even talk about that shit. But someone you are laying in bed with who doesn't think that they can talk to you or doesn't believe you enough that they have to reach out to someone that you have left behind in the past, clearly, even though this person has your child. Zolo goes into a whole long explanation about what happened with his daughter, and why social services was called after the baby was born, and that he says, according to the hospital, that when she was tested, because I guess she'd had social services in her relationship with her other 3 boys that are not his, there was a substance found of a legal variety in other states, but not every state, but serious enough to where they were concerned that this person decided to continue to smoke while pregnant. Okay. So he went into a lot of detail on that, guys. I mean, he was talking his ass off last night. Of course, I don't even know, he doesn't even have a name for his supporters. He had supporters on last night, people calling in, people with no lights on, so people were in the dark. But he was mad, girl. Let me tell you something. If there's any reactors out there and you want to call him hobo, think again, okay? He said he's working, he has friends. He is mad. He's mad. To me, when Olivia said she was moving, if I were her, I don't know if I would really need to move, but I would be watching my back as I'm stepping out the door, because homie is pissed. And some of the things that he has said, we've all heard him, like, I want to say low key threaten, but I mean high key threaten. I mean, it's been pretty testy with these two. So I don't know, guys. I'm gonna watch a little bit more in depth, and I'm gonna put together an entire kind of summary. But we all know that he'll probably get started early this morning. So it's hard to keep up, because his stamina is a lot on these YouTube streets in terms of the amount of content that he is putting out. I don't know who has the energy to listen to all of it, because it is somewhat draining. I had the opportunity yesterday to listen to Jenny, which, I'm sorry, in February, in between breaking up with one woman and getting together with another who we now know as Olivia, there was a stay in a shelter. I'm just saying. Now, he says he doesn't know her. Okay. And I would imagine that he knows where he has been, I would hope. But someone who is self-admittedly, Jenny said she thinks that she got addicted to the lifestyle that she was living, which was of a similar nature of what Philip is in jail for. Okay, working with a person who gets you jobs to go on dates. Okay, she said that she feels like she got addicted to that lifestyle. Okay, and is it so unbelievable that these two hooked up a couple of times, like for no reason other than to hook up? I don't know. I don't know, but that's her story. Okay. But she told a very detailed, like she was very transactional about it. I think she's probably been through so much, and that she just is like, okay, this happened, that happened, da, 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 da. It's really, it was I felt bad for her. She's been through a lot. She told us that she has 7 children. This is her 10th pregnancy. She's had 2 miscarriages. 3 of her children had been kidnapped, one of which she got back. One is an adult who is the child of the PIMP. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the 3 others live with their dads. I don't, you know what I mean? Like Virgo doll, I don't know what she is. I know I'm going based on the video. I don't have the energy to go and debunk what people are saying. I'm just going on the video, and that's what she put out in her video. If she's a liar, it's going to come out. You know what I'm saying? If you have information that I need to know that will say, okay, she actually works in an office, and she has all her kids, and all of these things. I don't know. These are people who are living on the streets. These are people who frequent shelters, live at shelters, live lives that I can say wholeheartedly and thanking God that I know nothing about, other than what I've seen on the television, documentaries, and now on these YouTube streets. So what she is doing, I don't know. I mean, you got to believe something. You know what I'm saying? Either Zolo's lying, or she's lying. They're both lying. Nothing is the truth. At the end of the day, what I do know is that this is some entertainment that a lot of people seem to be tuning into in this community. So I'm not saying that what you're saying isn't the truth, but if you have information for me to be better educated on what this woman is saying and not saying, let me know. Send it to me. It's, look, Army of 3, I agree. It's gut wrenching, because to hear some of these stories, and then when she talked about what was happening with her kids, and the 3 that she said had been kidnapped, and the one of which who was sitting next to her, not sitting next to her at the time, I don't think, because I was really just listening. I wasn't paying attention to, well, she was sitting somewhere, but I don't know where the little girl was. I don't know if she was in earshot. I'm assuming if she went through it, then her mom talking about it. But I would, like most 14-year-olds don't want to hear their moms running their business. It's so sad. Whether it's true or untrue. If it's untrue, she's it's a lot. And if it is true, it's even more. It's really, so I guess all of that to say this, Olivia, you, once again, I'm just going to say this. You can call it cancel. You can call it whatever you want to call it. Okay. At the end of the day, I better not hear you talk about being no bad bitch nowhere up here on these YouTube streets. Okay. You can say, they're saying I'm canceled. Look, not being a bad bitch is not a bad thing. At the end of the day, if you're not a bad bitch, you're not a bad bitch. And that's on period. Okay. But at the end of the day, you have invited a whole lifestyle up into these YouTube streets that we weren't really aware of even existed on these YouTube streets. And this is a lot. And this is the direction that your life is going in, because this is who you're hanging with, hun. You are the sum of the people to the left of you and to the right of you. And sounds like to the left, you put Zolo, and he is not gone. I'm not saying that they're together, but these two just parted company not long ago and are still doing enough to each other back and forth to make us awkwardly suspicious that these two could start talking again. You never know. You never know. Olivia's never done. And when she feels a certain way, I mean, if he says what he said is true, she tried to Facebook friend him, Facebook follow. So, girl, you know what I'm saying? Why are you trying to Facebook follow after he has called you everything in the book? But he says he's done. So we'll see. But This is, yeah, bad bitch. No, not, no. Good morning. Good morning, everyone coming in. Good morning. Today we are just saying our good mornings, our summary good mornings. So good morning, everyone. But I love how you guys are greeting each other in the comments. I think that's awesome. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. All right. But like I said, I'm gonna go back in and I'm gonna try to watch more of it as I have some time today, because God, it's a lot, and it's some really tough commentary. It's a lot. It's a lot. So if you are easily triggered or don't like to hear this type of stuff, not that I like to hear it, but I mean, shit happens. People have lives different. You know what I mean? People aren't all driving up to a nice home or nice apartment complex with a pool and have food in the refrigerator and all of that stuff. I think we all know this. But to hear people talk about, you know, look, I know some of you are saying she's a complete and total liar, but I don't know. I don't know. We know that she's been in trouble. We know that she's done a lot of things. So as it relates to Zolo, I can't verify or validate any of that. I think that when she has a baby and produces one, we'll know what the deal is, if she's had a baby with him or not. But in terms of what she said she's been through, her track with her mother and her aunt, and her mother getting her hooked on drugs. It's, you can either believe some or none. I don't, Virgo doll, I don't know. I don't know where you're getting your information from. I don't know. I don't think that's been, I think once that drug test comes back, that's going to tell a lot. So if her drug test is clean, keep in mind, there's no amount of detox tea that's going to take anything out of your system, unless you have gotten urine from someone who's clean. And does she know anyone who's clean? I don't know. I don't know who Olivia knows. But depending on, they may, who knows? Is it an every week test? Is it a one shot test? Is it you're going to have to do this every week? Like what is really going on? Do we even know? And I'm sure the people that really do know can't even tell, because maybe that would jeopardize the case. You know what I'm saying? So I think that I think we're closer than we think, obviously, because when Olivia gets mad about what people are talking about, she seems to think that people are cluing and locking people in to what's going on. But at the end of the day, I mean, this is quite obvious. And as they should, Kiki mad. They should. Yeah, I don't know if she did urine or not. Zolo said if she passed it, she probably got someone's urine. So we don't know what kind of tests he didn't confirm it. He said if, so we don't know what kind of drug test she had. If she had a hair follicle test, then it's a wrap. It's Rap City. Which may be why he said that she sent her husband a note saying that he congratulations, you won. I don't know. It's very sad, guys. It's very sad. I think that she's going to blame everyone but herself, but I don't understand the disconnect with not understanding that at your age as a grown woman, and with what is going on right now and the way that you are playing hardball with your husband, that he was forced to play hardball with you, and the way that you are living your life and out here, like, you can't, like your OnlyFans baddie, and that is supposed to be okay when you have minor children, and that's not how he left you. He left you in Florida in an apartment, getting ready to pack up butterfly lashes and doing supposedly mom and family videos for a YouTube channel, and turns into you basically face planted in someone's crotch, and doing everything that we've seen in the last 2 months, and giving someone a hard time about coming to pick up their natural children for their visit. Like, you made it so that you are the only person who gets to be a parent. Like, that's just not how it works. So you basically forced him to make some decisions to be able to have his rights as a dad. And the irony is this in this whole thing is that you went and found someone because of your immaturity who handles relationships about just as good as you do. And I'm not going to blame Zolo because it's not for me to blame. I don't, girl, bye. But you found someone who basically made your situation worse. Someone who brought out the worst in you. Is that his fault? No, it's your fault for being easily influenced, okay? For you to allow someone and their habits and their lifestyle to infiltrate yours to the point where you are being laughed at by your husband on Instagram Live. Just a second, guys. Thank you. Okay. Gosh. Okay. Shut that door. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, guys. So I've taken a lot of time. We're probably not gonna do we'll do it later. I know I'm not gonna have time to go through that whole entire video. I have it queued up, but we had to, I mean, there was a lot of video last night. And I honestly, I'm not gonna say don't watch the snippets, of course, why not? If this is a story that you're following, and you are looking for something long form to listen to today at work, go over to Instagram and listen to his videos. Does he repeat a lot of the same things? Of course, some of the things are going to be things that you've already heard and that you heard in the broadcast before, But you know, he does have his funny moments. He does start reacting to some videos. Nobody wants to be on the hot seat, but I think Zolo has found his niche. I think he's going to react on some reactors. I think he's going to react on some of the reaction videos that have been done on him. And girl, if you have gave him the business, I think trust and believe he's going to give you some business back because he feels away. Okay, he feels away. No woman that really wants her kids to stay in custody would keep doing this. She knows your look, it's strange. Forget about him just watching. His attorneys are watching, okay? She knows Gerard was watching. She asked if she gave him custody, would he make her pay support? Of course you're going to have to pay support. Why not? I mean, I don't look, this is a horrible situation. Honestly, the f- I look, I know some of you don't like Olivia. As a mom, I hate to hear about a mother being in a situation where she may have really fucked herself. Um, because who wants to like not have your kids? I mean, it's horrible. It's horrible. And the boomerang effect of her life is really scary because a year and a half ago, Olivia was sitting raking. When she says my channel blew up, your channel, you went for people's necks, how you say it. You like, would you Life of Kiara? Chrissy back and forth, Ming, Jasmine, pretty much everybody that Misha, all these people that you've dealt with, Nisi, my God, Gerard's family, period. You have been nasty to people. Really, really, really nasty. Honestly, I wish that Olivia would take a look at herself and see all of the, like, are there any apologies in you for anything that you have done? I think a lot of the back and forth between Olivia and Nisi initially, if you go back and watch any of the videos, a lot of it turned into anger, but some of it was a little bit of sadness, especially, Nisi, that was her homegirl. And just imagine someone that you're homegirls with, or someone that you are goods with your husband's sister, stepsister, whatever scenario you'd like to think of it, but let's say stepsister, but sister. You guys hang, you operate like sister-in-laws, and one day this person acts like they don't even fucking know you, call you crazy, like disrespect your whole entire family. Meanwhile, F you to your baby brother that you helped raise, while walking out the door and moving to Florida thinking that you're big and bad. Like, it's awful. I mean, I don't know that she's even gonna apologize. If she apologizes, who cares at this point? You know what I mean? Like, to me, I'm the type of person that once you hurt me bad enough, I don't care if you apologize. I'm not gonna really, I don't know if I'm even gonna feel, hey P, I don't even know if I'm gonna feel what you have to say. I mean, you can apologize, but you know what I'm saying? Like, when you unleash something, you can't take all that back. Olivia has put something pretty toxic and bad out here. And I just wonder if she has a minute to sit with herself to really think about what she has unleashed in the past 2 years. Really, it's been 2 years now, since she first left and went to Florida. And all of what's happened. Like, can you really, like, to think yesterday when she went live and sat there and talked about Zolo's baby, what gives you the right to reach out? Like I said earlier, it happens on the YouTube streets all the time. Nobody has the right to call somebody's 4th grade teacher. Nobody has the right to reach out to so-and-so's baby mom. But we know that there's a certain amount of trolling. But at the end of the day, you do kind of not expect your exes, people who's been a bedmate or boyfriend and girlfriend, to troll you. Okay? It's like, girl, you have been on YouTube and lurking in the shadows on Lipstick Alley enough that you think that it was okay for you to reach out to Zolo's baby mom? Like, you think that that's actually cute? to bother somebody who is not thinking about you, does not know you, and is in the and is caring for a child, an infant, where you don't even have your kids at the moment, and that this man doesn't know your address and won't be pissed that you are disturbing his child's mother to what? Get further dirt? You don't even know what you don't know already? Like, what more do you need to know about him? Don't you know enough? What do you need? Confirmation? What do you consider getting back with him or something? What you continue to not trust your instincts and not know who you are dealing with? Like, what is wrong with you? And in the same breath, you're supposed to be dating somebody else. And I'm going to need for you that when you start taking my advice and quoting me about finding someone who is adding and not subtracting, girl, I'm going to need for you to apply my lessons properly. Because at the end of the day, if you want to be a bad bitch, girl, you can't just jump in the middle and you can't keep doing your fuck shit. Okay? You got to get better, do better. Just saying and trying to make it sound like you are, but girl, bye. And thinking that you're going to do a masterclass of what? I would be concerned if you're even going to show up, because oftentimes you talk big, but you can't do shit. Why in the world, when you started talking about the masterclass, was that even appropriate for you to talk about doing a class in the video of which you talked about doing a masterclass in? Why wouldn't you have just done a freestanding video, period? But you had to mix in with what could be, not from you, but in theory, something professional for someone who really wants to learn the ins and outs from a YouTube insider, in with some mess. Okay? Even Portia's like, really, Mom? Okay? A mess. So I don't know. I don't know if we're going to, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just know this. I think that what's going to be unfortunate for her, just knowing the YouTube streets that I've gotten to know, y'all are going to, if in fact we see those three faces back in the place in Florida, which kids just want to be loved and they want happy parents at the end of the day. You guys are going to be watching Olivia like a hawk. My prediction, okay, is going to be, if I were to look into my crystal ball, do I have my crystal ball slide? If I were to look into my crystal ball, all right, let me just, okay. You guys are going to be watching her like a hawk, and Gerard's inbox is going to be full constantly. Mel, it is too, girl, I am about to wrap up. Mel, just simple. Go ahead, hit that slide bar back, boo. And you just start right from the beginning, hun. It's too much to tell, but a lot of foolishness in the Olivia camp, okay? I ran out of time to do a Jasmine reaction. I think y'all going to be watching her like a hawk. That inbox is going to stay full. And Jasmine, where Jasmine used to be the, one to get contacted all the time, and people writing letters and contacting social services and all that stuff. Oh yeah. I think you guys will be any single notation of any just glimmer of a party. Olivia, but you've done this to yourself. You made yourself a target. You put yourself out here to be noticed. You wanted everyone to notice you. You wanted everyone to see your butt. You wanted everyone to see you twerkulating. You want us to know you can get a man. You want us to know that you're sexy, or that you think you're sexy. You're too sexy. You're whatever. This is what you want people to know about you. And that's why your kids are probably trying to pack up to come home from a 6-week vacation. And it's like they're stuck at the airport. You know what I'm saying? It's like your passport expired because you did something to mess up the church money. Okay? You did something to mess up the money. You at the 11th hour decided to put 20 on 10 and just like, my God, friend, you have to do a reaction on Jazz and discuss that damn live. I'm going to. I just can't do it now because, I got to get on my mom duties. Let me check, though, too, real quick and see what's going on in my house. Hold on. Hey guys, sorry about that. I hope I got you semi caught up. I am going to do probably maybe later this afternoon. Um, but I've got to handle some business. So I will definitely come back. We'll do a reaction on Jasmine's video. But if you want to get caught up, Zolo had a lot to say last night. I would say going back to somewhere around 11 o'clock, he was in his room and he was rolling himself up something to smoke, and he went outside, and outside there's a video that's roughly about an hour. The video of when I guess he came home from work is about an hour too. I would say towards the end of that was when it started to get a little juicy. Into the other video, I mean, he's never really at a loss for letting us know what's going on. But towards the end of that, he starts talking about the situation with the housewarming gift of the knives and the knife play that was going on, and talking about basically that he thought he was going to have to do a baker, and then also talking about the time when he had a baker on him. And girl, this guy is a whole situation. And this guy's had a life. And Olivia, the fact that you said that this is who you prayed for and this was your person, girl, bye. I don't blame Zolo, because Zolo, he seems to have his heart on his sleeve and really like her. But these two could not be any worse for each other. These two bring out the absolute worst in each other and need to stay as far away from each other as they possibly can. Olivia, this summer has been a disaster for you. The fact that you are on the hook right now, not sure of the date of the return of your children, and it's contingent upon your successful completion of a drug test, is an absolute and total fail as a mother. And I feel bad for you, honestly. And I feel bad for you really as a mother. But girl, as a grown up, no, not really, because you knew what you were doing every single time you decided to do it. And every single time you decided to play in Gerard's face or probably send him a stupid text and all of these things. That's every single time that you were making a decision about what was going to be happening at this point in the summer. And for you to think that people were playing with you as you were playing with them, girl, you should have thought again. Okay. So yeah, not a good look, guys. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna let you go. Sorry, this was not like a funny hour, but a lot of what's going on right now with this woman is not even funny. It's really sad, and the welfare of 3 children are at stake. And luckily, they have a daddy who is engaged at the moment and is happy and is living his life a certain way that the kids, won't have to miss a beat while maybe their mom gets their shit together. I don't know, but that's the word on the street. And if you want to get caught up and hear straight from the horse's mouth, the opposing story of Liv's, which I don't think he even believes that she got in touch with, because he's like, if I can't get a hold of her, how did she? And what would make her think that she's even going to talk to her? So I don't know. But in any case, guys, have a great morning. And I will be back with a video kind of maybe summarizing some more of this stuff up, and also a reaction to Jasmine's video. And then we'll make sure, if I don't do it live, which I probably won't, I will have it so it'll be in a premiere so we can chat in the premiere. But guys, I'm sorry I did not do the individual hellos today. I love you guys all. All of you, Bougie Gang, are amazing. And it was really to just prove a point at the end of the day that I needed to save a little bit of time, but also the bad taste that was left in someone's mouth. I want, you know what I mean? I wanted you guys to know like how annoying that is. So that person, if you want your individual narcissistic footprint to be felt throughout the Bougie Gang, it was today, because really and truly, it's not about one person. It's about everyone while we're in here. It's not just about me. It's not just about any one person. I was going to mention name. I was going to start reading off names like I normally do. It's about all of us. It's Bougie Gang Gang in this thing. Okay. So it's all of us, right? So at the end of the day, it's like, you know what it is. Okay. All right, guys. I love you guys. Have an awesome day. And I will see you next time. I'll see you tomorrow morning for sure, live, and later today. And we will do something in a premiere. Okay.
I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking
Don't get me wrong, I'm still a petty bitch, and I'll still talk my shit. Don't get me wrong, I'm still a petty bitch, and I'll still talk my shit.
I'm that bitch.
Whatever. There's different technicalities to the shit. But I'm just saying, whatever negativity. Hold on. Hello. All right.
I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking life. I'm that bitch.
Don't get me wrong, I'm still a petty bitch, and I'll still talk my shit.
I'm that bitch. I'm just playing.
Don't get me wrong, I'm still a petty bitch, and I'll still talk my shit.
I'm that bitch. I'm just playing.
Don't get me wrong, I'm still a petty bitch, and I'll still talk my shit.
I'm that bitch. I'm just playing. will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking life. I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking life. I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking life. Ooh, why Fashion Nova keep hitting me up though? Cause I'm that bitch. 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 I'm just playing.